Hi everyone, welcome to Strut Your Stuff Entrepreneurs. We have Trudy Simmons here and she's from the Daisy Chain Group.
Hi Trudy.
Hi.
I'm Keon.
Hi. Thanks
I'm
for having
Carly.
me.
Yes, you forgot to introduce us.
Sorry. And Trudy is an accountability coach.
Yeah.
Hello Trudy.
Hi.
Hello.
And Trudy's actually on holidays in the Blue Mountains at the moment and we've just dropped in. So thanks for having us.
Welcome to the Blue Mountains.
We're really excited because I, for one, really need accountability, and we want to know how you keep people like me and Carly accountable. So what do you do?
That's a very loaded question. Let me start at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that what I do with people is to get into their heads and to work out all of the things that are buzzing around that you've wanted to do for years and years. So I actually download people's brains.
Oh, that's a
And
good point.
in doing it's I've been told it's a gift. And in doing that, I then structure people's thoughts and turn them into actionable plans.
Wow.
So all of those things that are going around your head and have been for years and years or months or a day, or wake you up at 2:00 in the morning, are all of a sudden in paper in front of you.
Wow.
So then you can absolutely see what you want to be held accountable to.
Wow.
And when you get that plan in front of you, things start changing in your head because you've got room to think, especially when you're a creative person. There's always the next thing and the next thing. If that next thing is coming on top of the 15 you've already got, it's exhausting.
Yes.
So I suppose
so that's how I start.
Oh, great. No, I don't want to have a blank. So what are the initial questions that you need to ask your clients in order for them to actually know? Because I suppose me personally, I have 1,001 ideas. So how do you really rein in on it?
The thing is with what I do is it's dependent on the individual very much.
Yeah.
I deal with people. I don't deal with structures.
Yeah.
Although I do later on.
Yeah.
So I deal with the individual. So if that person, sometimes I can say, okay, I'm ready, go. And they'll just go for an hour and a half. I'm sat there just waiting for them to go, breathe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sometimes those ideas just keep on coming. So if I have to ask specific questions, because sometimes people will talk for 10 minutes and then they're like, oh, I'm done. That's it. That's all my ideas. And I go, okay. And then they go again. So it's not a structured set of questions that I can ask. But I think that the first questions that you have to ask yourself is, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What do I want out of this? What do I want out of this? Not do I want to give my clients, but what do I want out of this? I think it's really important.
Yeah.
And what do I want to do? Because if you get stuck on things that you don't want to do, then the procrastination sets in.
Yeah.
And I find
that's
sometimes
where it gets interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you find, I feel like I have to do this, but it's not necessarily the case at all. If you don't feel like it's right, you just stop doing it. But I find sometimes it's just hard to stop, even if I feel like it's not right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, personally I do.
No.
And a lot of that's most of my clients. That's what they say is, well, I have to do this because it's my business. I have to do. Sometimes they say I want to do it, and I say, but do you want to do it?
Yeah.
So that's
Or do you
really
feel
important.
like you have to do it?
Ah.
And what I am is a facilitator and a connector and a networker. So I have fingers in every pie, and I know everybody in different areas, so that when we get to that stage where you say, do you know what? I don't want to do that. I have someone that can come and do it.
Yeah.
So and it's not through me, I just put you off to the next person to get that bit done, because my role in your business is to make you successful.
I love that. I love also... Sorry to interrupt. How you said finding out, like I've figured out, I think with age, because I'm quite older, much older, that how I figure out what I want is by figuring out what I don't want.
Yeah.
And is it like a process of elimination? Is that how
Absolutely.
And do you find that people, like I find that I know what I have to do a lot, all the time, but I just don't bloody do it. Like, what do you do there?
Yeah, how do you actually keep them accountable?
Well, that's the goal, isn't it? That's the absolute goal. And I love it when people say, I really want to get this done, but I just haven't done it. Brilliant. Why? And I sit there and go, what? I know I've got to do it, and they kind of get angry with themselves.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you start procrastinating, there's always something you've got to be asking yourself, and whether it is a fear that's coming up, or whether it's something you can't do and you feel like you've got to learn to do, or you feel like it's a duty of yours that you can't hand it over to someone else because of guilt.
Yeah.
Those are massive barriers to overcome. And what I do is swoop in, like the cape.
See a Superwoman outfit,
I take away people's weaknesses and show them their strengths. And once you get that, it is you're good to go. There's a clear path.
Yeah.
You need that clear path of clarity and direction to be able to get to the end success result.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
We don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll just ask one last question. Well, I'll just waffle on a little bit and then I'll ask the question. So we're actually we've created a new arm of Strut Your Stuff Entrepreneurs, and that's in the very early development stage, and it's called Strut Your Stuff Juniors. So what we want to teach kids is basically not to get to our ages and be sitting here in front of an accountability coach saying, hey, can you keep me accountable? Have you got any advice you would give, say, to the 10-year-old or 12-year-old you or the 15-year-old you?
Yeah. I think that, sure. I think that if you are yourself in every way that you can be, and if you realize and can work out what your strengths and weaknesses are, then there's no barrier to your success. There just isn't. And also you see in front of an accountability coach, I also firmly believe that if you've got the right team around you to support you, motivate you, encourage you, if you've got that person or those people in your life, then you're able to do twice as much as you thought you could do.
Yeah.
So whether you're a 10-year-old or a 40-year-old, then it doesn't matter. It's all about reaching the goal that you want to reach, not what someone else wants you to reach.
Yeah.
It's working that out.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
Wow.
And just one other thing, just before we go, can you say bloody hell for me?
Oh, bloody hell.
And bollocks? Just
bollocks.
I love it. Thank you.
Great. It was so good talking to you, Trudy, and that's some valuable tips that you've given.
And can you just tell us your website details, so if any of our VIPs want to come and
use your services,
use your services and get in touch,
accountable to swoop in.
Can you let them know?
Yeah, it's www.thedaisychaingroup, daisy like the flower, daisychaingroup.com.au.
Excellent, thank you.
And I've got a couple of courses on there. I do one-on-one, and I do the brain downloading as a separate service. So
wow,
I really love that.
You'll be seeing me soon. That's going to take a very long time.
Right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.